If he gets out without a ticket book, if you remain calm, polite, there's a good possibility that you can get out of that ticket. But you're starting out on the same level. You take it up, he or she's going to take it up. But you have to remember that. I tell young people this: we have the tendency to put our hands in our pocket. You keep your hands so the law enforcement officer can see it, because if he walked up to you with his hand on his gun, that would offend you. You walk up to him with your hands in your pocket, then that's going to offend him. And we have the tendency, some of us, we talk and we touch. You can't touch an officer. That becomes an act of aggression. Even to get his or her attention, you can't do that. Now, can y'all see that? Now, I like to say it like this: don't invite the police in your life. Sagging pants is illegal. That gives the police an invitation to come into your life. It's not cool. It's actually an invitation, if you was in prison, to say, I'm available for you to do whatever you want to do to me. That little girl sitting over there. So that's what it means. It's not cool, but the rappers have glorified this thing to where they make it appear to be cool. There's nothing cool about that. It's illegal, and it gives the police an invitation to stop you and ask you where you're going and what you're doing. Do not invite the police in your life. Standing around, hanging out on the corner. Lawrence did it. I mean, we did it growing up. But times were different then. We did it just to hang out. Growing up as kids, we hung out on the corner, but after school we would all meet and we would hang out on the corner. Times were different then. In this day and age, you can't do it. It is an invitation to the police to come into your life and question you as to what you're about to do. Now, fighting in public, I said the kids have the phones. They fight in public, they videotape it, and they put it on YouTube. The police look at YouTube. It's illegal to fight in public, first of all. But when you videotape it, put it on YouTube, and now watch the kids. They got, I think they call Shreveport Ratchet City, something like that. Yes, the kids know that. And that's what they put these videos on, but they've gotten a little bit more personal. They call them Hollywood fights now, Cooper Road fights, East Side, West Side. Yeah, see him laughing back there? The kids now, because I can't just put it on YouTube and call it Ratchet City. No, I need you to find me, so if I live on the East Side, it's gonna be East Side fight, West Side, Hollywood. But what the police does, because it's illegal, when somebody complain about my child was up there and they jumped me, then you put it on YouTube, the police watch the fight. That's the evidence, and it's hard when you go to court and you have all these different phones from different angles that just videoed the fight, and everybody runs right home and put it on YouTube. It's hard to get that judge, convince this judge that it wasn't me when he see you walk up welling on somebody because you thought it was cool, and now it's you just invited the police in your life. But it's more fights out there than you can look at. As an officer, I used to do that. But you have people now, they're so bold and brazen, they rob people, they rob banks, and they videotape it, and guess what they do with it? They put it on YouTube. And it makes the police officer's job a whole lot easier. Texting, driving, loud music, riding 4 deep, and definitely if you're riding that deep right there, I think that's going to draw some attention to the police. It's all illegal activity.
That's deep right there.
That's deep. But it draws attention to you. And that's the last thing you want to do if you're out there. You want to draw attention to you from the police, because a lot of them, they're waiting on something to do. They want to arrest somebody because he who gets the most arrests sometimes gets accommodation. So it don't matter whether you get convicted, but you went to jail. Drinking on the streets, drinking and driving, it's all considered illegal activity. And it does what? It invites the police. It gives the police an invitation to come into my life, question me as to what am I doing, what am I about to do. If you're ever pulled over by the police and you're the subject of being intoxicated, the police will give you a series of field sobriety tests. Now, a lot of times these tests is ABCs, a lot of times they say ABCs backwards. Honestly, I can't say my ABCs backwards. And if there's anybody in here that can say your ABCs backwards from Z to A, I commend you. Mr. Stovall is an educator. Can you say your ABCs, Mr. Stovall, from Z to A backwards, sir? No. Yeah, there you go. And I can't do that. But it determines your sobriety, such as your awareness, your perception, and your reasoning and your judgment. That's if you're suspected of driving while intoxicated. But again, we see this. People think it's cool. They have their 40 ounce, they pop it, and I don't know why they want everybody to see them drinking, and then you pull up next to an officer and you don't realize and you turn it up, and now he has you, and you're going to be subject to a field sobriety test.